Oh, you knew I couldn't stay away. Welcome back to the Junius Maltby channel. I was just about to log off and be done for the day. Just disconnect, not really pay any more attention to the news for a little bit. When in my inbox popped an email from a friend. And in it contained an article from Zero Hedge from our friend over there, Tyler Durden. Great writer, always comes up with excellent material. And I had to do it. You know me. Here it is. The IRS is puzzled why out of 500,000 Coinbase users, only 900 reported gains or losses. This is going to open up a Pandora's box, ladies and gentlemen. So join me as we go through this and talk about options. Almost exactly 1 year ago, the IRS realized that it could be leaving billions of dollars on the table in the form of uncollected taxes and launched a tax evasion probe on the largest U.S. Bitcoin exchange, Coinbase, seeking to identify all Coinbase users in the U.S. who conducted transactions in a convertible virtual currency from 2013 to 2015. In a vexing paradox for cryptocurrency traders who had hoped they could avoid the IRS indefinitely, as someone somewhere once may have mentioned, the higher the price of Bitcoin rose, the more motivated the IRS was to obtain access to user transaction records, or, as Bloomberg put it, the exploding value of the cryptocurrency since its first real-world transaction in 2010 is one reason the U.S. Internal Revenue Service is pushing to see records on thousands of users of Coinbase Inc., one of the biggest U.S. online exchanges. The company's digital currency platform allows gains to be converted into old-fashioned dollars in transactions that the IRS alleges are going unreported. To be sure, as we have reported over the past year, Coinbase and industry trade groups are fighting back in court, claiming the government's concerns about tax fraud are unfounded and that its sweeping demand for information is a threat to privacy. That, however, did not stop the IRS, which claimed in a court filing that U.S. taxpayers, including Coinbase users, have made use of virtual currencies to avoid the reporting and payment of taxes. The agency said it needs access to customer records to gain some degree of visibility into a space where it is already necessarily moving about somewhat in the dark. Meanwhile, both Coinbase and Bitcoin have exploded. Whereas Coinbase had under 5 million users last November when the IRS filed its lawsuit, as of last week, it had 12.2 million users, deploying 41 million virtual currency wallets in 32 countries that have so far exchanged $40 billion in digital currency. The price of Bitcoin hit a record high, just under $8,000 at the start of November, more than 10 times higher than in November of 2016. The biggest problem, however, and the reason why the IRS is unlikely to relent, is that, as the IRS said, it detected a, quote, reporting gap between the 500,000 virtual currency users Coinbase reported between 2013 and 2015, and the less than 900 Bitcoin users reporting gains or losses for each of those years. That would imply that less than 0.2% of Coinbase users bothered to report anything on their tax forms. One can see why the IRS is angry. And worse for those who believed they will be able to get away with their crypto profits unscathed by federal taxes following last week's hearing, a federal judge is poised to allow a limited investigation into those gains to proceed over the company's objection that the agency is on a massive fishing expedition meant to make itself look tough in the eyes of its critics in Congress, according to Bloomberg. It's legitimate for them to investigate whether people are making money on their Bitcoin purchases and paying taxes on any gains, U.S. Magistrate Judge Jacqueline Scott Corley in San Francisco told lawyers for Coinbase at a hearing last Thursday. I have to give tremendous discretion to the agency as to how they investigate, she added later. Coinbase was not impressed. Mike Lempress, the company's chief legal and risk officer, said after the hearing that the company can't negotiate with the IRS about a forward-looking rational reporting system so long as the agency is suing it. Such discussions aren't possible because we're in this tussle with them where they are improperly searching for private information of our customers with no evidence of wrongdoing, Lempress said. He declined to comment on Corley's pending ruling before the company has seen a final order in writing. Last year, the IRS persuaded Corley to order Coinbase to approve its summons for customer records from 2013 to 2015 for an investigation into whether taxpayers failed to report income. Coinbase resisted, and negotiations between the company and the agency resulted in a narrowed request for information about 8.9 million transactions and 14,355 account holders. Coinbase argued Thursday the inquiry remains unreasonably broad. On Thursday, Bloomberg reports, Corley said she would allow the IRS to investigate Coinbase customers who made money on the currency and bar the agency from probing accounts of those who hadn't. The judge also said she'll probably give Coinbase time to appeal her decision before it turns over any customer information. While lots was said of Bitcoin's drop over the past 4 days, much of it attributed to suspension of the controversial SegWit 2x fork, which was originally due in mid-November, some are wondering if a key catalyst for the price drop wasn't the latest court ruling, although it in itself should have little impact on trading decisions. After all, at this point, it's a binary outcome. Either the IRS will have access to all those who made money trading the crypto, or it won't. In retrospect, it will be interesting to find out, if only based on the number of IRS submissions, how many of the over 12 million Bitcoin accounts have actually made money trading cryptos. We will soon find out. Well, taxation is theft. The income tax is a theft on anyone's labor, effort, or work, and the silent partner that's never there to provide any of the work, any of the contributions, any time or effort, any investment or risk of their own capital, the IRS, that silent partner that sticks their hand out demanding you to pay them. It's like the mafia. They come around and they knock on your shop door once a month or once a week, and you got to pay them your protection money. Well, protecting us from who? Well, from us, you know what I mean? We got to give us some money so we protect the neighborhood. You got to give us 10%. 10% or no deal, you know? Might want to break a window on the shop if you don't give us 10%. 10% off the top, all you make comes to us. Get it, punk? It's really pathetic if you think about it. We're being mugged. Everyone's being mugged. I don't care if you're for or against cryptocurrency. And like I've said in the past, I'm absolutely pro the anonymity and the challenge that cryptocurrency poses to the federal authorities, to their monopoly over the issuance of currency. Now, where were they when it was in its very infant stage, its incipient stage? Where were they when there was collapses back when Mt. Gox fell and somebody lost money then? How would they have reacted if you tried to write off losses? Yeah, I lost $1 million in Bitcoin. You know, you can't prove it, really. But what if people start going into their accountant saying, yeah, I lost 100 grand in the old Bitcoin, lost my hash tag / key code / QRF code / wallet bit address digits on a screen, disappeared, vanished. And yeah, 100 grand, gone. Smoke. But they're going to have to come up with that, because maybe people should start doing that. Maybe every Coinbase user, all 12 million of them, should go to their accountant this year and just say they lost 100 grand, 10 grand, 15 grand. I don't know. Start a movement. I can guarantee you this video is getting demonetized. Anyways, the anonymity, the ability for us to negotiate around the IRS thugs, it's not going to happen, guys. You know, dark wallets, cold wallets, hot wallets, all of this stuff. You're going to have to come up with something better, bigger. You know, it would be nice if the citizen, the individual person like you and myself, didn't have to pay taxes on our effort and labor. However, we're stuck there. But who would build the roads? Shut up. You know, when people say that, you just want to slap them in the face. Well, who would fund the schools? Again, that's why we have property taxes. We have gas taxes. It's a long list of taxes that provide the finances required to fund myriad of work and things that the public uses. So the tax on labor is not one of them. Yeah, we need to take a close look at reducing taxes. And well, this is just, it really is infuriating. You know, I feel bad for the people that made millions on Coinbase, or hundreds of thousands, and they're now going to be investigated upon. Well, it's going to definitely be a fly in the ointment for the crypto world. It's going to most likely lead to some setbacks, because there's not going to be this limitless amount of money that can be earned tax-free any longer. The music just stopped. So everyone was dancing, champagne was flowing, and everyone's dancing. And then the door got kicked open, and an ugly, fat thug in a black hat and a black coat just walked in. And his name is Uncle Sam, IRS. All right, thanks for viewing the Junius Maltby channel. Being that this video is not going to be monetized, because I can guarantee it. If you want to support the channel, go ahead. Links will be down below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and continue to support the Junius Maltby channel in providing this type of information. Have a good day.